Welcome back to the workshop. I'm excited to have you guys here. It sounds like Ruby's excited to have you all here too. But I've got a package from Mr. Albert Lebel. He sent me a couple of locks, so I sent him a pretty big package as a thank you. So he felt like he wanted to send me some more locks. But Al, you're not off the hook yet because I just mailed out a nice package of stock locks for you to make challenge locks out of, and also sent you my first successful mini pinning tray. This is not my first successful one. This one kind of janky, but it works for me. I'm not giving away the janky ones. All right, but anyway, let's see what we've got in a package. He was waiting on one of those handheld key cutters to be able to make some keys, he said. Oh, dang. That's a pretty fair amount of locks in there, folks. Dang, Al, you did a thing here. All right, so let's see what we got. One of those little key-shaped folding knives. I thought I actually had one handy here. Yeah. My dad bought me one of those not too long after I started picking locks. But thank you, sir. I'll hang on to it a little while, and I'll probably wind up passing it along. But thank you for it. I guess I might as well keep that on top of the table for now. All right, so let's take a look at the locks. And, well, we got a pretty good bunch of locks here. I got a challenge lock from K1 called Grunting. I've not picked this one. And looks like he got a little happy with the stamping tool when he was stamping his initial or his name on it. Nice bidding for a quick set, or I guess in this case, the Defiant. And I'm a Star Trek fan, so love the name Defiant. Okay, is this what you wanted? Okay, and that is this what you wanted by Fast Charlie. I've already got some good locks from him. Fast Charlie makes some pretty good locks. Use shim to gut and reassemble. So I would imagine there's some T-pins and some traps going on. Not a bad bitting. Got a little high cut with a low cut protecting it. And this is one of the narrower quick sets. So that should be a good one. This is a Texas Gem. I tell you, I picked so many Texas Gem locks because he has made a ton of them. I don't think it's possible for me to pick the same one twice, because I have definitely not seen this one. But works pretty good. Has a little bit of a hang up if you rotate it more than there you go. It wants to go. If you rotate it counterclockwise and you go back to center, it has a little bit of a hang up. But should be a fun one. Texas Gem locks vary wildly on difficulty. I've actually got one of his that still inhabits my naughty bucket. But one of these days I'll get it picked. I've picked it, I just haven't been able to get it on camera. What do we have here? This is Anthrax by Albert Lebel. All right, another Albert Lebel challenge lock. The guy that stumped Bosnian Bill with one of his very first locks. Come on. Not too bad of a bidding. It was a 5-pin key, but it's been ground to take on 6 pins to fit in this core here. And it works smoothly. And Anthrax, well, it's a good thing when I was in the military, I got my vaccination for that. So there we go, right? All right, we got Prosperity by Albert Lebel. if I can get that bag off my finger. It was stuck to me. Oh, this time we got a Yale key. The low cut in the front. A low cut in the front on a Yale is a recipe for my nightmares. But, you know, I've been able to get past most of them. But looks like a cool lock, and that's Prosperity by Albert Lebel. Then I've got Rampage by Albert Lebel. This is freaking awesome. Love getting challenge locks. Oh my God, would you look at that right there at the end. That is very, very, very trappy. It's a trap, it's a trap, it's a trap. But being a quick set, I still might be able to get around it. And it works nice and smooth. Has a little bit of a hang up when I want to go counterclockwise, but not too bad. But that one's Rampage. Got two more in bags here. And this one's twist tied. Steel pinnings. All right, I got some steel pinnings locks that he just sent me to pick, and now I got it some more. Look at that high cut one all the way in the front, so I'm gonna have to reach high there, but it's quick set style keyway. The rest of these are fairly low, so I don't think the bidding is going to be that much of a problem on this one, but steel pinnings pinned it up, so the pinning is going to be a problem. He is a pretty good pin maker. And then Bill Bacardi, number 169. And I've definitely not seen this one because I don't think I realized he was that high up in his lock count. But that's a really nice Yale. Two deep cuts in the front, followed by some high cuts. So pretty good bidding. This is probably just a 5-pinner. This looked like it was a brand new lock when he converted it. Or it was new old stock, because that thing doesn't have a mark or bit of tarnish on it whatsoever. And guys, that's a Bill Bacardi lock. That thing's just sitting there spinning as I flip it around. So smooth as a baby's behind. So what do I want to do? Do I want to do Prosperity? Do I want to do Anthrax? Or do I want to go on a Rampage? Let's see here. Well, I've been vaccinated for anthrax. Let's go ahead and go for it. Let's pull this one out of here. Slide some of this stuff out of the way. Take a drink because I'm thirsty. All right. What are we up to? 8 minutes or so? Yeah. All right. There's the vise. The vice of all vices, this little cheap vice. It just keeps on ticking. Thing's fallen apart on me like 4 times. I've fixed it every time, and actually it's been a long time since the last time I've had to fix it, so maybe I'm foreboding there, I don't know. But it's not that big of a deal. I've got another one. And I'm too cheap to buy a pan of vice. All right, so let's see here. How do I want to attack this, guys? If I get the key out, I think I'm going to attack this with one of those. And, which pick? You know what? I want to try this pick out that Fast Charlie sent me. It's a nice short hook. It's a little bit thin right there, but I think it'll hold up just fine. Oh, there we go. 50 thousandths pry bar. And I believe a zoom is in order. And then a camera repositioning. There we go. Okay, so let's see if I can beat the Anthrax. Nothing on 1. Nothing on 2. That was a click from 3. Nothing on 4. Little click from 5. And a little click from 6. That was a little click from 2. A little click from 3. Nothing on 4. Nothing on 5. Nothing on 6. That was a little click from 1. A little click from 2. Nothing on 3. Nothing on 4. Nothing on 5. And I think I overset 5 trying to get 6. So there's 1. All right. Okay, a little click from 1. All right, let's go ahead and try reverse. I think I'm going to need a taller pick to get in there at the back. Okay, pin 1's binding now. Okay, got a click. Click off 2. I might need a different pick. So let's try this. Click from 1. The profile on that pick is just a little bit on the tall side. Let's try this guy. There's a good click off of 3 and a sharp false turn. A little click off of 4. A little bit more off of 1. Counter rotation on 1. Okay, I got it. Click from 2. Another click from 4, and there we go. All right. Put up a little bit of a fight until I found the right pick for it. All right, but that's the name of the game, is finding the right pick. So I have beaten Anthrax. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this green pinning tray here that I printed. Not a perfect print job, but does the job. Ruby Pup, how you doing down there? She is just a little 12-week-old pup, guys, and right now she is needing all the attention I can give her. That's not a bad thing. You guys have seen her before. She's a cute little pup. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and shim this. Okay, I see a little bit of magic there in the core, so let's get these dumped out and take a look at them. All right, so looking at the core, we see countermilling in chambers 1 and 2. Nothing done to 3, nothing done to 6, but threading in 4 and 5. So some good difference in there. Got to have that variation to change up the feel of the lock. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this. And we'll get all of this stuff taken out of here. And then I'll, as usual, zoom in on everything if I can go without dropping stuff. It sounds like Ruby found the one and only water bottle that must have been left on my garage floor. That spring's not going to want to come out, and I'm going to kind of squish it if I push this back. So I'm going to push down on it. That spring is jammed in there, didn't want to come out. Oops, that's 6. Ooh, that caught me by surprise. Okay, it doesn't look like either one of those springs are going to want to come out. No mods done to the top. So let's go ahead and take a look at these awesome pins. He actually surprised me with that pin and pin there, so that's actually pretty cool. All right, so we've got if I can pick it up, a spool for one, and a spooled driver. It's got a copper spring. We've got a spool key pin, another spool with another spool. I've got a serrated and a spool here. Well, actually, it's kind of a step down spool. Another really sharp serrated here. And then a pin and pin that actually caught me by surprise. I didn't realize it was a pin and pin till it fell apart on me. But here we go. Very nice. And we got another bomb type spool with another spool. So lots of spools going on here. Different varieties of copper springs throughout. I believe chamber 5 looks like it's a steel spring, and chamber 4 looks like it's a copper spring, but neither one of those were coming out. Well, pretty cool lock, but I beat the Anthrax folks, so no worries. And Albert Lebel, buddy, thank you very much for everything you sent my way, man. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to picking the rest of this, man. So everyone, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you see a lock out there in the wild and it's not yours and you don't have one of those for it, don't stick a pick in the keyway.